Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have some Pauper with Alex on a Mardu list versus Ryan on a kind of blue-red counterburn version of Tron. A Lone Missionary, I believe it is, gaining 4 life for Alex, and now Faithless Looting, a card too good for Modern. Discarding... And we're going to have a lot of readers in this game. I am actually not sure the cards discarded. We'll see if they end up mattering. Lightning Bolt takes out this clock that Alex tried to establish. And now Tron getting closer to assembling. A Muldrifter being evoked. Faithless Looting again. Now, Graveyard Order does actually matter in Pauper. So technically, those cards should be underneath the Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting now being flashed back, and Alex continuing to dig and fill his graveyard. We'll see if he's got some Gurmag Anglers or something to take advantage of all of these cards going in. And now, a Eldrazi comes down. Ulamog's Crusher, 8/8. Annihilator 2 must attack each turn, which honestly it probably planned on doing anyways. That Annihilator trigger just too sweet to pass on, and of course the 8 life at a time coming off always welcome. Ooh, I have no idea what this enchantment is. Let's see if we can figure it out. Let me know in the comments if you know on site. We've got Cave of Temptation, so it swings. Oh, I think that's a dead weight. Okay, so yeah, it gives -2/-2. So that is just essentially going to be a permanent to be sacrificed. And now we have a Terminate. And a counterspell that I'm not sure what it is. This is going to prove to be a challenging tournament to do commentary on. Not only is the Pauper pool extremely large, but it is a bit of a brewer's haven where people can kind of play whatever the heck they want. Expedition map, and Ryan has so much mana at his disposal here. Seal of Doom. Got some deep cuts here. Expedition map not being sacrificed. He's got more Tron pieces to play, and now another Crusher. This one likely just going to trade with the Seal of Doom, or does Alex have another answer with the ability to keep the seal on board? Going to want to use it before attacks. Don't want that Annihilator trigger to happen. More mana being added. And that Seal of Doom does take out the Ulamog's Crusher. Looks like he's got a mana leak in hand. The longer this game goes, the less useful that'll be. And now a hardcast Muldrifter. It's a clock. 19 all as far as life totals. Adding a 2 to the board, totally fine. And now Stinkweed Imp being dredged back. This could be cast with an attempt to trade with the Muldrifter. Bounce lands a part of the mana base here in Pauper, allowing a land to tap for 2. And if the game goes long enough, you're essentially just replaying the land that it bounced anyways. And Stinkweed Imp gets another of that same counterspell. Let me know in the comments, if you can, what that counter is. Ryan's got some real progress here with his mana base. He's got some nice antiquities, pieces of Tron, though he does have some what look to be Chronicles as well. And Cave of Temptation, turning this Muldrifter into a 4/4, a much more serious clock, representing 4 turns. Stinkweed Imp dredges back to the hand and is cast. Will Ryan just answer this again for 4 consecutive turns? Is that his plan? We've got plenty of burn, and it's only got 2 toughness. He comes back again. Of course, the difficulty here as well is this Stinkweed Imp doesn't really answer the Muldrifter, as Ryan unlikely to ever swing into it. It just at most kind of holds him back until Ryan can find that burn. A flashback Flame Bolt. Another expedition map, and Alex still on this Stinkweed Imp plan. Just 2 more swings. Is that compulsive research? And discards a land. Yes, that is compulsive research. Draw 3. And Lightning Bolt to wrap it up. So Ryan using Muldrifter as not only a card advantage engine, but also, thanks to Cave of Temptation, an actual closer. That evasion wasn't the most important part of it, really just the body ended up mattering. Alex not able to keep anything in front of it, thanks to the stream of burn that he was able to find. Ryan eyeballing those swirling sandstorms. One of those cards that does absolutely nothing unless you have Threshold. A really interesting piece of Magic history and card design there. Card text is literally blank unless you have Threshold. That could potentially clear the ground. Now, a lot of Tron builds are using Ghostly Flicker and potentially Ephemerate, but Ghostly Flicker, I mean, it's the more powerful effect, to be clear. You're able to flicker out a mnemonic wall or similar creature in order to essentially also flicker out another target and get the Ghostly Flicker back, which is extremely punishing once you have a ton of mana, as Tron is apt to do. And those builds, once they get kind of control over the game, are very difficult to find a way back in. They just have so much card advantage and can really kind of do whatever they want on board with all of their different triggered abilities. Those often run Stonehorn Dignitary to lock your opponent out from attack steps. So Ryan taking a completely different path. I do believe he's come up with this mostly on his own. This does not look like a net list, not net decked. This is him playing with some cards that he enjoys. Lightning Bolt, Urzatron, some other burn and counters to back it up. And I do wonder with Tron if there's not other builds out there. And Ryan may be onto something. We'll see how this goes, see how he does in the tournament. Some good data. It's a nice little start to our Pauper metagame here at ELD's Time Vault Games. We're going to have another event on December 14th for Pauper. December 14th, 2019. And now Alex on the play, able to get that bounce land down without needing to discard. Ryan looks like he may just be naturally assembling Tron. He's got a mine and power plant on board. Bloodfell Caves, I believe it is. Gaining a life for Alex. Ooh, I don't think I know that one. What is that? Oh, is that a Squadron Hawk? Oh yeah, it's got to be a Squadron Hawk. That's going to be the reprint of Squadron Hawk. Awesome. I mean, he's digging his library to find multiple copies. So that's my bet. He's actually going to stop at the 1 so he doesn't have to discard. All right. Squadron Hawk, a very powerful card advantage engine at one point, along with Jace the Mind Sculptor. In Legacy. We'll see what he can do with it here in Pauper. Of course, the ability to shuffle them back in. Usually Brainstorm allows for that. Tortured Existence. So there you go. That's a thing you can do with those 1/1 bodies. Get some recursion going. Urza's Tower. And what will he do with this 8 mana? He's got an Expedition map. Can go get another Urza's Tower. For the following turn if he likes. And it's going to be Hardcast Muldrifter. Goes into a Pyroblast. Probably the best way to answer that. You do not want to be killing Muldrifter after it draws 2. You definitely need to stop it from entering the battlefield if you can. And we've got a card that looks like it's from Fate Reforged. Looks like it sacrificed a creature to let Alex draw some. I'm not familiar with this one either. We got Ulamog's Crusher for Ryan. We didn't collect deck lists for this event. And Alex just playing a series of cards that I do not know. Stripping Ryan's hand, and it's going to be Ulamog's Crusher for Ryan here. He swings. Got a couple of creatures going to the graveyard and Alex taking 8. Faithless Looting. So a Flame Bolt here for Ryan. In hand. Modern Horizons reprint. Introducing it to Modern. Recurring some of his threats. But will this be enough? Two damage is going to clear the way. Ulamog's Crusher takes out another 2 permanents and puts Alex within lethal range of this 8/8 Eldrazi. One of the biggest naturally occurring cards in the format. There are decks that can cobble together larger creatures, but as far as what's printed on the card, 8/8, about as big as it gets. Faithless Looting, Alex digging, a Squadron Hawk. Not going to be able to chump block here with that flashback available to Ryan. And there's the hand. So Ryan taking it down with a very interesting build here. Some counter burn built on top of Tron's mana base. We'll see how this goes with the rest of the tournament. that is all for this one. But don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.